3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Hi, it's Miss Elizabeth from the Crown Point Community Library. And the day we've all been looking forward to is here. It's New Year's Eve. The library put together a bag of crafts and things for you to do to enjoy your New Year's Eve at home. And I'm here to show you how to make all of your crafts. So this year, for New Year's Eve, we are going to make a Pom Pom Popper, that's what that's called. A noise maker, a countdown clock out of paper, and a crown. So I'm going to walk you through how to make all of these great crafts today, and let's get started. So I have everything I need for my crafts, and everything that's in here will be in your bag with the exception of tape and glue and scissors. So you need those from home to make these crafts. So I think the first thing we're going to make is our Pom Pom Popper. So what you need for your Pom Pom Popper is a cardboard tube, a balloon, move my tape here, it's in my way, a piece of colorful paper. Everyone's paper will be a different color, mine's green. And then in your bag you've got some star stickers you could use for any of these crafts. It doesn't matter what you want to use it for. And if you want to decorate it with like crayons or pencils or anything. So the first thing you do is take your paper, kind of measure it. I did not grab anything to draw with, so I'm just going to mark it with my thumbnail here. So your paper is probably a little bit bigger than your tube, so just kind of mark where you need to cut so that your paper will cover your tube. And then use your scissors that you have from home and just cut the paper to the right size. This is a really fun craft and it's really easy to make. So there's my paper. And then you can glue it or you can tape it, whichever you prefer. I'm going to kind of do both just so it really sticks on there good. Move all that stuff out of the way so you guys can see me better. And I'm just going to cover the whole paper in glue. You could use like school glue too, would probably be just fine, but it might make it a little lumpy. And then I'm just going to roll the paper on there, nothing fancy. This end here on mine is a little wonky. I didn't cut my line so straight, but that's okay because we're going to cover it with a balloon, so don't worry about it. Decorate it, write 2021 like I did on this one, or Happy New Year, or your name, or whatever you want to write. Yours does not need to look like mine. Yours needs to look like yours. So however you want to do it. I put a little star sticker on mine. Okay, and then you take your balloon. I always kind of stretch mine out. I don't know if that really helps or not, but that's what I do. And then right about here, so right where it starts to kind of get wider, have an adult help you maybe to just cut straight across there. And then this is really important. This is a choking hazard. If you have any pets or little brothers and sisters at home, don't put this in your mouth and throw it in the garbage so nobody who's littler than you puts it in their mouth. And then same for this, if it comes off or you're done with it, just make sure you throw it away. And I forgot to put my piece of tape on here like I said I would. So I'm just going to tape my seam here where it's kind of coming off just to make double sure that it stays. Okay, got that. I'm going to take my balloon and I'm going to stretch it over there like that. And you just stretch it over one end. Take your pom-poms. I already shot all my pom-poms at the beginning of the video, so I can't really show you. But you just take it and you pull it back. You load your pom-poms inside. You pull it back like that. You let it go and your pom-poms will fly everywhere and you can yell, Happy New Year! So that is our first craft. I'm kicking stuff on the table there. Put that aside there. Put this one aside. I'm going to put this over here so I remember to throw it away because that's super important. And then what's New Year's without a bunch of noise, right? So we're going to make a noisemaker. So for our noisemaker, you have a stick. And let's dig them out. We've got 3 jingle bells. 1, 2, 3. Whew. They roll away, so be careful. And then a piece of ribbon. Now this is another craft that's really easy to make, but it's fun to use. So don't tie the ends or anything. Don't worry about that. You just string all 3 bells onto your ribbon. Let me clean this up a little so you guys can see me better. You just string your bells onto your ribbon. It's kind of tricky. It's not too bad though, and the ribbon's nice and strong. So you want them to all face the same way. I made that mistake there that time. So I'll just restring it. So you want them all to face the same way. It's going to make it easier to attach. And it can kind of twist on you, so it might take a few tries. Then you've got your 3 bells all going the same way. Now if you look at your stick, it's kind of got these little bumpy things. So it's easiest, scooch that one to the side, to just tie, just like you're tying a shoe, where you just tie it under, and then you're going to double knot it on there. If you need help tying, I'm sure there's a grown-up nearby who can help you tie. I know sometimes tying can be tricky. And once you get it tied, you're going to just wrap it around the stick, and then you can kind of move the bells where you need them. So since my knot is on this side, I'm going to make this the front. There's no knot there yet. So I'm going to wrap it like twice around, and then once I get to the front again, I'm just going to scooch that jingle bell right into place where I want it. And then I'll wrap again. And then, yeah, it's on there nice and good now. And then when I get back up to the front again, there's no exact right way to do it. If you want to wrap 5 times between your bells, if you want to wrap 1 time between your bells, if you want 1 bell on the front, 1 bell on the back, however you want to do it is just fine, so long as you have enough ribbon. So I like mine all 1, 2, 3 in a row. So once I got back to the front, I kind of moved this jingle bell in the front. And then I'm going to wrap again in the back. And then I'm back to the front. I think I'll go around 1 full time, just because I've got a lot of ribbon left. And then here I am on the front again. So I'm just going to scooch my jingle bell down. Whoop. It didn't want to stay. There it goes. And then I'm going to wrap around a few more times just so it's nice and sturdy. I'm going to kind of go in between my bells, however you want to do it, so long as they're on there. And then on the back, hold those so they're quiet, I'm just going to kind of tuck that under there on the back and pull it through. And then I'm just going to tie a knot right here. There's not really a right way or a wrong way, just figure out the best way you can knot it on there. You can decorate your stick however you want, and then when New Year's comes, you can shake your noisemaker and make lots of noise. And then just trim your ribbon. If you've got lots of extras and you know how you can curl your ribbon, however you want to do it, this is a curling ribbon. There you go. Pretty easy, right? But it's going to be a lot of fun to shake those to welcome in the new year. And there's a superstition that if you make a lot of noise right at midnight, that's like wards off bad spirits and it's good luck. So I think we could all use some good luck in this coming year, right? And this one's easy peasy too. It's a big old crown. Look how big of a crown that is. I just put a few little stickers on mine. You can definitely write whatever you want on there, color whatever picture, whatever makes you feel good. And this one is also just a simple paper craft, but it's nice and easy. So you have your crown that's cut out, your paper. You just take your paper, measure your head. If your head's smaller than mine because you're a kid, I'm a small grown-up, but it's still a little too small for me. But if you have a littler head, you can always just do a circle like that. You can staple it in a circle or tape it. I wouldn't glue it because it might get in your hair and get all yucky. Just staple or tape it. Since my head's a little bit bigger, I'm just gonna hold like this. Can you see that? So then I'm just gonna kind of measure it to the best of my ability. Definitely probably need a parent to help you kind of measure your head. So I can tell that I need mine about like that to fit. And I'm just gonna tape that band on after I decorate it. There we go. And see, I just taped it like that. And I've got a crown. Pretty easy. That one's not too hard at all. You can put whatever you would like on there. Set that to the side. Now this last craft, it looks like it's going to be really tricky. And the written instructions are kind of hard to follow. There's a website on your sheet that's in your bag that has like photo instructions. So you can also follow those if you need a little extra help. So this is a countdown clock. So if you see right here, it's got a star. And then it says 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you could, let's say it's kind of stuck there. So at 1 o'clock, you can put your star, and then 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then every hour, on the hour, you move it around, so that would be at 6 o'clock until you reach midnight. It's Happy New Year time. So there's 2 sheets to this. There's part A, which is your clock face, and then there's part B. Some of them say Happy 2021, some of them say Happy New Year, but they're all pretty much the same. So the first thing you do is you just cut out part B. So you cut around the circle, round and around and around and around. Just cut around. And you make sure you cut out this little like bump looking half circle, because that's where my star is on this, so that will cover whatever time it is. I didn't color my second one just to show you guys how to make it. And then you can leave this on the sheet and only cut the red line. You know, let me finish this sheet first. So you have this circle, there's a red line on your sheet, it says cut here. So you just cut straight down like that. And there's also this rectangle. See? And you're going to need to cut that out too. I was getting ahead of myself showing you the other sheet. So cut out this rectangle. The rectangle you don't need to decorate because it's kind of hidden in the back as like a support for your clock. Just a plain white rectangle. Now this one I cut out. This one I think I'm going to try to do it without cutting it out just to see how it goes. If it seems like it's not going to work, I'll just cut it out. So I'm going to kind of fold it here just to get it started, because you need to cut on your red line again. See, there's that red line right down the middle. And I just kind of got it started. And now this is going to be too hard, so I'm going to cut it out real quick. I know that's not super exciting to watch me cut things in a circle, but I'll cut it as quick as I can for you. Okay. Now that I don't have that extra paper to deal with, it's a little easier to just cut this little red line. Just kind of squeeze my scissors in there and cut. Cut out red line. Then you take, so here's 12, here's 1, there's the red line cut in the middle. Here's my part B, this is part A. You flip it over, and you take this little part, both with the white facing the same direction. And then you just slide this through. You kind of need to just work it through. Let's see. Oh, I did it the wrong way. See, this is a tricky craft. Okay. Let's see. Is that going to be the right way? We'll figure this out together, right? That's 2020. Okay. So you fit it like this. This is the little bump. This is the 12. Kind of line it up, and then just slide this over. And then have it cover the 1. So I was just doing it backwards. And then just, there you go. So like I said, you need to put it in towards the 1. You kind of slot it in there towards the 1 from the back. Just stick that part through. That was silly of me. I knew how to do that. Rotates around. And then the rectangle that you cut out, you can choose to use it or you can choose not to use it. So this is the part that says PPY on that end, the end without the little bump that's still back in the back of your clock. You can tape the rectangle to that part, and that just stops it from like coming out when you go all the way around. It will just kind of stop it. I trimmed mine down and that seemed to be big enough. I just kept it a little bit bigger. So then when your clock goes all the way to midnight, instead of just keeping going and like falling through, that little rectangle will keep it in a little bit better. And so that's all our crafts. 20 minutes or so to do them all for this video. So it should only take you a little bit, but it'll be really fun. You can have a New Year's party at home. And I hope everyone has a great 2021. We hope to see you all at the library. In the meantime, visit us at crownpointlibrary.org for more great virtual programs into the new year. And we will see you all soon. Have a great day and a great 2021. Bye.